All right, welcome back to the show, Money Grows on Trees podcast. My name is Lloyd Ross. This episode is all about the 6 ways to stay broke. The 6 ways to stay broke. You're probably thinking, what the heck? Why would I want to stay broke for? Why would you want to stay broke? But the truth is, most people are doing these activities and they are broke because they're not aware. So if I teach you what to avoid, okay, so Charlie Munger, who's Warren Buffett's business partner, one of my idols, who I look up to and aspire to be like, he says, if you have a problem, it's important to flip it. So look at it from the other side. Okay, so instead of me coming on here and saying, hey, here's the 6 ways to get rich, what I want to do for you today on this episode is teach you the 6 ways not to get rich so you can avoid them. Okay, show me where I'm going to die so I never go there. What a great quote. Okay, so here's the 6 ways to stay broke. Okay, buckle up. Get a pen and paper. Short pencils better than long memories, my friend Fraser tells me. So here we go. Step number 1, or the first thing to stay broke, is spend more than you earn. You want to stay broke? Spend more than you earn. Spend it all. You get a paycheck, spend it. Okay? Straight away. Don't have any money left at the end of the month. That's the first way to stay broke. Okay? Step number 2 to stay broke. Don't invest. Don't invest in anything. Never invest. Never take risk. Never deploy your money into buying assets. And I promise you, you will stay broke. Okay? So if that's you and you're not investing, well done, you're going to stay broke. All right? You're never going to get rich. Step number 3 to staying broke. Step number 3 to staying broke is hang around toxic people and do toxic activities. Okay? So if you want to stay broke, drink all the time, drink every day, and do drugs. Do drugs if you want to stay broke, and hang around people who tear you down and who don't support you, and you'll definitely stay broke, okay? Hang around people that influence you the wrong way, badly, and then you'll stay broke, okay? So do that. That's step number 3, right? Step number 4 to staying broke. Step number 4 to staying broke. Ready? Is this. Stop learning. Don't learn anything. Don't read. Don't watch stuff. Don't listen to this podcast if you want to stay broke. Don't do any of that stuff. Just stop learning altogether. Just go and spend all your time at leisure and don't learn another thing. And you will stay broke. Okay? Step number 4 to stay. This episode is all about staying broke, right? So I'm teaching you to stay, how to be broke. So if you're doing these things, you're like, oh, shivers, that's why I'm broke. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's number 4. Stop learning if you want to be broke. Stop learning. You don't need to learn. Okay. Step number 5. Step number 5 to staying broke is this. Okay, is to be impulsive. Don't practice delayed gratification. If you want something, go do it straight away. Do it now. Throw caution to the wind. YOLO. Cup DM. Seize the day. Don't worry about consequences. Just do what you want, when you want, irrespective of how much money you have or your goals. Okay, so if you want to stay broke, do not practice delayed gratification. Just gratify yourself every single day, even if you haven't earned it, especially if you haven't earned it. Okay, that's the 5th step on how to stay broke. Great. Last step to staying broke. Okay. You want to stay broke, you do this last step too. All right. Step number 6 is let people manipulate you. Be a people pleaser. Just say yes to everything and let them manipulate you into doing things you don't want to do. That's a really good way to stay broke. Don't set up boundaries. Just simply let people manipulate you and then blame them. Be a victim. Just blame everything else on everyone else and don't take any responsibility for you. Okay? Everything else is everyone's fault and it's not your fault. Okay? So if you want to stay broke, do that. All right? So a summary of the 6 things to stay broke. Number 1, spend more than you earn. Number 2, don't invest. Number 3, hang around toxic people and do toxic things. Okay? Step number 4, stop learning. Never learn again. Step number 5, don't practice delayed gratification and be very impulsive with your decisions. And step number 6, let people manipulate you and be a victim. That's how you stay broke. That's how you stay broke. So, of course, if you want to be rich, what do? If you want to be wealthy, what do? You don't do those things. You do the opposite of those things. The opposite of those things. Okay? Nice and simple to stay broke, isn't it? Easy, simple. I'll just go and do all those 6 things Lloyd told me to do, and I'll stay broke. Okay? So if you're doing any of those six things, should it be a shock or a surprise that you are actually broke? That you're struggling financially? I'm number 6, but I don't blame them. I'm soft. Well, that's not step 6 then, because you're taking ownership. Stop doing that if you want to stay broke. Just blame everyone else. I'm just talking to someone on Instagram here, right? I'm live here on Instagram. I'm live here on YouTube as well. I'm testing this out, right? Just to try and impart this to as many people as we can. But of course, I don't want you to be broke. I want you to be rich. That's why I want you to listen to this podcast. I want you to be rich. So if you want to get rich, then I'd suggest doing the opposite of those 6 things that I just explained to you, okay? Do the opposite. So again, if you're saying, oh my God, I'm doing that. Awesome. Now you know how to stay broke. You've mastered that. Just do the opposite. Just do the opposite. I hope that makes things more simple for you in terms of how to build wealth, because I think people think it's really challenging. It's hard. It's complex. But the truth is it's very simple. We just don't keep it simple. So do the opposite of those things, and I promise you will be on the path to riches. It's going to take longer than what you think, but you'll be on the path, all right? And of course, if you're doing those things, I hope this is a message for you to stop doing those things so you can also be rich. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please, if you're listening to the podcast, Money Grows on Trees, please share this to your Instagram. Give us a 5-star review if you'd love to do that. I really appreciate it. It'd be amazing. And if you haven't checked out the links to our books, lloydstelegram.com for daily money tips, then go to the show notes and click on the link and go through. I'm running a live free masterclass Monday night, this Monday coming up. Go to moneymasterclass.com.au if you want to listen to that or register for the next one. And hey, listen, share this with someone if you think it's going to give them value and they need to hear this. But I hope it hits home with you, because I want you to be wealthy, all right? So thank you for your attention, and I look forward to talking with you on the next episode of Money Grows on Trees podcast. You go and have a wealthy week.